Hello, today we'll be looking at how we are going to connect our domain with our GoHighLevel account. Right now, like the other time, like you said, our domain is now active. You can see the status here. You can see that our domain is now active now. So it's time for us to connect it with our GoHighLevel account. Yeah, this is our GoHighLevel account. You must have logged in. Then you just go to site. Once you log in, it brings you to dashboard. So for this purpose, we come to site. Then naturally, it's advisable you have funnels, because there are several ways to which you can connect your domain with your GoHighLevel account. So I prefer this method because it's just direct and easy, and it's just the way I found the best for me to connect your domain with your GoHighLevel account. So you pick a particular funnel, you look for a funnel. You could start your funnel from scratch. You could ask AI to build one for you, and you could start from a template. Now, so I will just decide to start with a template. So I'll start my funnel from template. So let me just search for a template. Okay, I'm going to use this template as it's just right for what I want to use it for. Okay, there are several templates you can use from, but let me just pick this one. So I'll just choose this template, and I will import it into the account. So I'll import the template. So we're waiting for it to finally be imported into the account. Now we've imported the template, so this is where the funnel, we've imported the funnel, so this is where we are. Now you can see this connect a domain here. So I just want to go straight to business. So we click on it, connect domain. So you click connect domain, click on connect domain. You see, it's taking us to another menu where we'll be able to connect domain, because in GoHighLevel there is actually a place where you can go to when you want to connect to a domain. That's in settings domain. So this is a way we can easily just get ourselves there directly. And why I said you see it's in settings domain, you are redirection. So that's where it takes us to. So that's where we actually, that's the right part to connect domain. So why did I go through funnel method? Why didn't I come here directly to do this? It's simple. It's because if you are connecting your domain right from here, you will still be needing a funnel. So that's why it's best I said let's go to creating funnel and all of that. If you don't have a funnel in your account, you won't be able to finally connect your domain to a GoHighLevel, because you must have a funnel. When you connect your domain, it will ask you to link it to a funnel. There must be a funnel in your account that you will be linking it to. So that is why. So now what's the name of our domain? So I will just get the name of our domain that I would like to connect with. That's Annie.store. So that's our domain. Let's continue. So Annie.store. So let's continue. So it's recommended that www, so www.annie.store should redirect to Annie.store. So you say proceed. So this is where some majority of people used to have issue when they are connecting their domain to GoHighLevel. So one of it is you must have a funnel, like I said, and the second thing there is this error that just pop up now. So this is what happens when you want to connect your Cloudflare to your directly to your GoHighLevel to connect your domain. There's usually this record that was already automatically in your record. So you need to delete this record so that the GoHighLevel can then repopulate it into your record. So that's why it can be able to connect successfully. And this is the record. This record, you need to first remove it, the A record and the C record, this A and C record. You need to first remove it. So how do you delete this record from your from your account in your Cloudflare. So you just come to your domain. You come to your domain, then you go to your DNS record. You can also click on your domain here, and where we are actually looking for is to go to the DNS record. So you see DNS record, you click on it. So now you are in your DNS record. So you are looking for that domain, and you are trying to delete it. Or another thing you can also do is that you can see that this thing are in POSI, those record. These are these two records. Rather than you deleting them, you can change them. You can edit them to non-POSI. You remove them, you change them to DNS alone, and then you save. Remove them, turn them to POSI, and you save. So then you should also come here, turn off the POSI and save. Turn off the POSI and save. So once you've done that, go back to your and try again, and try to connect your domain again. Try to connect your domain again. Go back to GoHighLevel, go back and try to connect again. So another thing you should be aware of, you must be logged into your Cloudflare and GoHighLevel on the same browser where you want to do this connection. So you can see now that this has solved the issue. We solved that problem as we have turned off this to DNS alone, the two records. Once we turn them to DNS record alone, you see that it gives us the go ahead. So then you click on authorize. So GoHighLevel want to populate those DNS records into your Cloudflare. So you can see it's trying to populate those records into your Cloudflare. You can see it wants to override them. That's what it's saying. You want to authorize LeadConnector, which is GoHighLevel uses LeadConnector. So to populate this and override this. So that's why we need to change that so that the operation can be smooth. So you give the authorization. So you're saying that Cloudflare will remove the following DNS, which may result in downtime and all of that. Don't worry. This process is necessary to avoid conflict with record needed in LeadConnector. So LeadConnector will delete this and put this. I told you could delete them manually yourself. So it's either you delete them manually or you allow LeadConnector to delete them just as it's trying to do now. So but for it to happen that it's going to delete it, that's why you need to change it to DNS only. If you leave in that POSI, LeadConnector will not have the right and authority to do these changes by itself. That's why it brings up that error and all of that, which you might just want to do is to delete them. But if you feel like okay, you don't want to delete them, don't know what it represents, just change it to DNS only, and this will do the overriding. So you just authorize, you click on authorize. Now it's asking me to confirm it by typing in the domain again, the domain address, just store. So that's how I'll confirm. So it's going to delete it. So it said I should give him the authority to go ahead and delete that and then populate it. So I've given that approval. So it goes ahead, it deletes that, and we populate it with the necessary one, so that this the domain can then be brought into the GoHighLevel. It can successfully connect. So you can see that it's connecting, it's being authorized, it's undergoing the process. So we wait for a while, and once this is finally done, our domain will finally be in our account. Then it will allow us to link it to one of our funnel, which is what we are going to do next. Now that is finally complete. So the domain has fully been connected, but we still finally need to connect it to a funnel. Either a funnel, you have to connect it to either of these. That's why I said you must have your funnel ready. Either you have a funnel website or a store ready, because if you don't go through this process, it is not finished. So but we are already connected our domain to GoHighLevel, but we need to finalize this process. So you can see, congratulations, you are now connected to any.store with a product. Now select the type you want to use it for. So you must have to link it to a funnel, a store, a website, or anything. So that's why we went through the process in creating that, and now you can find one. So that's our funnel. You can see once you click on the funnel we want to link it to, that's the funnel we just installed into our funnel. So this is the funnel, order page, that's the name. So you can you don't need to go to all this additional information. Error 44 you want it to lead this. If you want your error 44, if you have a place you want it to always direct them to or redirect them to, you can put that here. But for us, we really don't have that, so I just click proceed to finish. So I just click on proceed to finish. Now our domain will be connected to the funnel we were creating the other time. So by the time we come here, we'll find our domain. By the time this is done, we'll find our domain connected to this. So finally, you can see now that the domain is finally fully connected. You can see now external domain 1, and we have it. Everything is set. We can manage it. We can edit it. Now I'm done connecting my domain with my GoHighLevel, so I can proceed to doing other things, which I would like to proceed in creating this account. One of the things I would like to set up in this account includes creating a pipeline. So in the next video, we'll be looking at how we're going to create pipeline, how we're going to create opportunities, how we're going to create staffs, because we're also going to be creating staffs in this account, and we're going to go to the process of how we can also create some automations, because we need to also do the automation in setting up this account. Basically, we are trying to set up this account for an e-commerce business, so we're trying to model and do the workflow for an e-commerce business system. So this is just a walkthrough sample. So stay tuned for the next video, where I'll be explaining how you can set up your account. Maybe if you just want to start an e-commerce business, the basic things you need in setting up your account. All right, thank you.